Historic figures everyone should know. By history as biography. Peter the Great, also known as Peter I, was a Russian Tsar who ruled from 1682 to 1725. He was born in Moscow in 1672, the son of Tsar Alexis I and his second wife, Natalia Kirillovna Narishkina. Peter was the 14th child of his parents and was not expected to become Tsar, as he was considered to be too young and inexperienced. However, when his older brother, Fyodor III, died unexpectedly in 1682, Peter became Tsar at the age of 10. He was too young to rule on his own, so a regency council was established to govern in his place. Despite this, Peter took an active interest in the affairs of state and began to learn about the world beyond Russia. In 1697, Peter traveled to Western Europe on a grand tour, visiting countries such as Austria, the Netherlands, and England. He was impressed by the advanced technology and military tactics of these countries and began to implement these innovations in Russia. He also learned about shipbuilding and naval warfare, which would later prove to be instrumental in his efforts to modernize Russia. Upon his return to Russia, Peter began a series of reforms that would transform the country into a major European power. He established a standing army and a navy, and he built a new capital city, St. Petersburg, on the Gulf of Finland. He also introduced a new legal code and established a new system of government based on the European model. However, these reforms were not well received by everyone, and Peter faced resistance from the Russian aristocracy, who were accustomed to the old ways of doing things. In order to enforce his reforms, Peter resorted to harsh measures, including the use of torture and execution. He also imposed a heavy tax burden on the Russian people, which led to widespread discontent. Despite these challenges, Peter was successful in his efforts to modernize Russia and make it a major player on the European stage. He was a ruthless and ambitious leader who did not hesitate to use force to get what he wanted. However, he was also a visionary who saw the potential for Russia to become a great power, and his efforts to modernize the country laid the foundation for its future success. Peter the Great died in 1725 at the age of 53. His legacy is controversial, as he is remembered both as a brilliant reformer who modernized Russia and as a harsh and oppressive ruler who used brutal methods to achieve his goals. Regardless of how he is viewed, there is no denying that Peter the Great had a profound impact on the course of Russian history, and his legacy continues to be felt to this day.